Let's turn now quickly to Ondo State as the countdown has officially begun for the November 16 governorship election. Chairman, National Peace Committee, retired General Abdulsalami Abubakar is asking political parties participating in Ondo to shun violence before, during and after the exercise. He spoke at the signing of peace accord by the governorship candidates where he advised parties involved in the election to abide by the rule of the exercise. The National Peace Committee chairman is also appealing to the police to ensure that the election is peaceful and credible. Steve Otaloro is Director, Media and Publicity for the Ondo APC Campaign Council. He joins me now on the program. The APC candidate are signed alongside other candidates. Talk to us about your party's commitment to a peaceful process ahead of this election.
Thank you very much. It's good to have me again. I must say, this is something we've been preaching before now for all men. And if you look at the way and manner this election has been going, this campaign has been going in the state, there's no violence whatsoever. Unlike in the past, when you have pockets of violence here and there, this election violence has been peaceful. Signing this agreement, we only solidify that peace, meaning that it's a formal presentation, but this is something we've imbibed as a political party in all progressive Congress. Relatively, all our members conducting this election peacefully. The governor has been going to different locations in each of the local governments. We visit about 3 communities, and so far there has not been any reports of violence whatsoever in this election. So we equally thank those who came into this signing. It equally means that every other political party are agreeing to the peace, because the proper election will be on 16. So as much as we've been doing it from now until, we hope on that day equally, that's the essence of this treaty, that on that very day there will equally be peace.
We're counting on that, Mr. Otaloro. But your party and the PDP continue to differ on how both of your candidates performed during the debate on Sunday. Everyone, however, is talking about Mr. Governor's decision not to disclose how much he's receiving as security vote. What they say is that could have been an opportunity to set the narratives right and also to distinguish himself amongst other governors. After all, it is not his money, it is public funds. What are your thoughts in this regard?
The man who asked the question was equally a deputy governor. Has he ever disclosed his security votes while he was deputy governor? He was just trying to be petty. It is not what we want. The implication of that disclosure would be more than what we think. This is a security vote. We all know who takes that security vote. It's not as if the governor takes it. It's meant for security issues. And if we are to go by our budget, you see, all these terrorists are equally listening. They don't have to know the limit of our budget when it comes to security matters. And for God's sake, that is not even important. It's not a fund that is made available to the citizen. So why should it be disclosed? The implication is not even looking at the implication of this disclosure. The government did the right thing by not disclosing it. He said it's a security fund. Nobody discloses such thing. But if he's interested, if he's that interested to know what it is, he has been in that office, he knows. But if you think it's different, people are just come forward to look to say it. But to go on a public TV station and be divulging such information to the people, I think it's not the best way to go. He's only playing politics, pure politics and nothing else. He's not really interested in how much it is, but he's only trying to make it a public issue.
I'm sure you've also heard the several allegations that your party, the APC, has perfected plans to rig this election in favor of the governor. How is the APC reacting? Is that also some political statement?
It has got to a point that we just have to ignore this meritless allegation. Since the commencement of our campaign, there's been one narrative of the other, different allegations against us. Because they know that we are the party to beat in this election. And the only way what they could do, because what's on ground, actually in all the 18 local governments, favors APC. Absolutely. So they believe the only way they could come forward, is to keep attacking APC. We can't continue to defend all these allegations. They are just too much. The truth is, how are we going to perfect an election we are bound to win? Perfect rigging. We even pray each time we go out. We pray that there won't be any violence so that opponents will not say it's APC. We are praying for the success of this election. That has been what we are more concerned about. We have to disrupt our campaign for today because of the peace treaty. Just to tell you how important that treaty is. You see, come to November 26th, we are praying the day will come, and at the end of the day, we hope we'll get over all these different lies, falsehood of the opposition. It's all coming from the
indeed.
Party, and that's the people.
It is 8 days to election, and the PDP is still holding on to its concerns about, the integrity of the state resident electoral commissioner. Eddie Olafesa was on the show yesterday, and he says the PDP still holds firm its concerns about, the ability of the individual occupying that position to be neutral in the discharge of our duty. How is APC reacting to this?
You see, we've reacted severally. We said, we're not bothered. We've conducted this election. We're not bothered. We're only concerned with democracy. Our own concern is that if a political party have to dictate to INEC who to use and who not to use in their election, in an election they want to conduct, it's not the best for this democracy. That's the only concern. Besides that, they tell the INEC to do the needful. Whoever is conducting this election is not an issue. But as a civil servant who has served INEC all these years, you don't just because of one false allegation rubbish the integrity of that woman. It's not fair. All in the name of politics. If INEC should move out today, all well and good. If INEC decided to continue to use to let her conduct this election, which we pray, we hope, hopefully, so that all the years of our service will not be disrupted, will not be rubbish by this allegation from the opposition.
I hear you.
It's only APC that is alleging this. Other political parties doesn't really bother. It's only PDP. And they've been changing the narrative. They started with, she's from Ondo State. They now realized she's not from Ondo State. They said, she'll live all her life. They said she had a meeting with one of the candidates in that election. When they realized they cannot defend that narrative, they changed it that she has lived all her life in Ondo State. Are you saying someone live all her life in Ondo State? She's from, when the constitution says you can only come from that state want to conduct election? A lot of present rec all over the federation lives in Lagos, and some lives in Abuja. Are you saying because they live in those places they can't conduct election in those two centers? They can't conduct.
I hear you clearly, Mr. Taloro. We have to go now, but if you can, in a minute, Governor Aiyedatiwa is paying 73,000 minimum wage. His PDP counterpart is promising to do better by paying 76,000. But the real issue here for many stakeholders is the ability of government to significantly raise Ondo's IGR. What is Governor Aiyedatiwa's blueprint in this regard?
You see, you need to look at the ratio. I think Ondo State came to us so when it comes to ratio of IGR. We've done that in the past without necessarily increasing taxes. We've done that during the last administration. Perhaps in the royalty mechanism. And this institution is building on. The 73,000 promised just for a start, which the government promised. As soon as there's improvement in the state IGR, they will always increase it. They call this governor friendly governor, when workers friendly governor. That's what all workers knows him for. And they have been appreciative of what he has done within 10 months. All the backlog of some of the arrears leave that state. Has been paying their salaries up to date. He's very concerned. He has improved their welfare. So many things he has bossed it for them to come to office. He has done a lot for civil servants. I wish you could. The PDP as the opposition should really come forth on this issue.
Okay.
This government is doing its best for the welfare of the state civil servant and will continue to do more.
That's our time. Steve Otaloro is Director, Media and Publicity, Ondo APC Campaign Council. Thank you so much for talking to us on the program this evening.
Thank you very much.